There's a good chance you're about to overpay for a set of all-season tires by $200 or more, and the guy behind the counter knows it. Walk into any shop. A set of General Altimax will run you around $500. The name brand set they'll push toward you? Closer to $8. Here's what nobody tells you. Peel back the labels and you're staring at the same compound, the same tread design, poured out of the same factory on the same line. 9 cheap brands are hiding in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones to grab and which ones to walk past. Number 1. Laufenn. Most drivers have never heard the name, so they assume it's another bargain bin brand riding on cheap materials. That's exactly why it stays one of the best-kept secrets in the all-season aisle. Laufenn is Hankook's value brand, the 7th largest tire manufacturer on Earth, developed at Hankook's own technical center in Germany and built within Hankook's own manufacturing network. It's the luxury brand playbook run in reverse. Instead of building a premium name, Hankook built a lower-priced label to reach drivers who just want dependable performance. Same engineering, different sticker. Here's the proof. A Laufenn all-season in a common size runs around $164. A comparable Hankook Dynapro, one shelf up, same maker, developed through the same engineering network, runs about $203. That's $40 a tire for a brand built through Hankook's own manufacturing resources. The drivers who know this buy Laufenn and pocket the difference. And Laufenn isn't even the biggest name on this list, hiding behind a familiar parent company. Number 2. General Tire. General has been around for more than a century, and most buyers still treat it like a forgettable mid-range filler you settle for. Here's what the shelf doesn't tell you. General has been part of Continental for decades, one of the most respected engineering names in the industry, and a name most General buyers never connect to what they just bought. Continental develops new technology for its flagship tires first, and years later, once the expensive development is already paid off, that same technology rolls downhill into General's lineup at a fraction of the price. Here's the comparison. The General Altimax RT45 runs around $86 in a common sedan size. The comparable Continental True Contact runs about $98. Continental's research reaches the commuter aisle without Continental's premium price. For commuters and family cars, that makes General a practical alternative to paying extra for the Continental name. Before the rest of the list, here's exactly how this channel works. No tire company pays us. No sponsorships, no paid placements. Every tire here earned its spot by clearing the same 4 checks. First, the treadwear rating on the sidewall. Around 300 is balanced life. 500 and up lasts long. A low number near 200 wears out fast no matter what the price tag promises. Second, the load index and speed rating, the letters and numbers right after the size. It has to match or beat your door jam sticker, or a bargain tire becomes a safety problem wearing a discount. Third, who actually owns the name behind the logo. Hankook, Continental, Goodyear, or another major manufacturer backing a brand means real engineering hiding under a smaller name. Fourth, the DOT date code. 4 digits for the week and year built, rubber ages sitting in a warehouse whether it's mounted or not. Run those 4 checks, and most of the price gap to a premium tire stops making sense. The next brand spent a century building trust before a $2.5 billion buyer stepped in. Number 3. Cooper. Cooper is the brand your grandfather trusted, and most younger drivers have no idea it's one of the smartest buys on the shelf today. Cooper has been building tires since 1914, spending a century earning a reputation for dependable performance instead of flashy marketing campaigns. In 2021, Goodyear bought the company for $2.5 billion, and instead of erasing the name, kept it running as its own value brand, backed by Goodyear's manufacturing scale, but priced like the independent it always was. Here's the math. A Goodyear Assurance all-season in a compact size runs about $127. The closest Cooper equivalent runs about $104. Goodyear paid billions for Cooper's manufacturing capability and reputation. The shelf price still treats it like an independent value brand. The next name gets misjudged for a completely different reason. People blame it for a car it never should have been tested on. Number 4. Kumho. Mention Kumho, and most people remember the factory tires that came cheap on an economy car years ago, worn fast, roared on the highway, and left them blaming the brand instead of the budget it was built to. But factory tires are built to an automaker's cost target, not the spec Kumho sells you at the store. Judging Kumho by a factory tire is like judging a kitchen by the free bread. Kumho has been building tires since 1960 and is now one of the largest tire manufacturers on Earth, supplying original equipment to major global automakers who don't gamble a contract on rubber that can't perform. Its Exta lineup has earned good ratings in some of Europe's toughest independent tests, including category wins against premium rivals in auto build testing, all while costing noticeably less at the register. You're buying engineering that already cleared a manufacturer's inspection, minus the famous name riding on top of it. The next brand is trusted by cars that cost 10 times what yours does. Number 5. Nexen. Mention Nexen and people assume another cheap import competing purely on price. Here's what most people miss standing at the shelf. Nexen supplies original equipment, tires to Porsche, Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, and Kia across more than 80 vehicle models sold new. Car makers don't approve a tire because it's cheap. They demand strict standards for braking, handling, noise, and durability before it ever touches a new vehicle off the lot. That same engineering carries straight into models like the N-Prize H8 and the N5000 Platinum, priced to undercut the premium names most drivers reach for out of pure habit. Nexen isn't trying to be the cheapest tire on the shelf. It's trying to deliver premium-level confidence without making your wallet pay for the logo on the sidewall. 2 tires left, and the next one is the exception that makes the whole list honest. Number 6. Sailun. This one plays by different rules, and I'll be straight with you about it, because honesty is how you tell a gold mine from a trap. Sailun isn't backed by Michelin, Goodyear, or Continental. It's an independent company, founded in the early 2000s, competing on value instead of pretending to be premium. That thinner pedigree is real. Some owners report faster wear or more road noise as certain models age. That's the trade you're accepting going in, not something hidden in the fine print. The Attrezzo line starts near $50 a tire with a 40,000-mile tread warranty, putting a full commuter set close to the price of just one premium brand tire. If you'd rather replace a cheaper tire a little sooner than pay double for a name, that's a calculated trade, not a desperate one. 2 names left, and the next one is a giant hiding in plain sight. Number 7. Uniroyal. Uniroyal has been around for well over a century, and most drivers assume it's just an old name living off its past. That's exactly why it stays overlooked. In North America, Uniroyal is owned outright by Michelin, and many of its passenger tires are produced within Michelin's own manufacturing network. Michelin keeps the brand alive to compete on price without dropping its own name into the budget aisle. Here's the proof. The Tiger Paw Touring carries up to a 75,000-mile warranty and sells around $90 in a common sedan size, noticeably less than many comparable Michelin touring tires. For everyday commuters, that's often the smarter buy. Michelin-backed engineering, a Michelin-owned brand, a price that never once mentions Michelin. And the next brand is another quiet giant, this time hiding behind a reputation for tuner cars and drift builds. Number 8. Falken. Most drivers picture Falken as a tuner brand for lowered coupes and drift builds, not as a serious, all-season option for a daily driver. That reputation is exactly what keeps its passenger tires cheap. Falken is a Sumitomo Rubber Industries brand, and Sumitomo is the 6th largest tire manufacturer on Earth. In several markets, Sumitomo also builds tires under the Dunlop name. Same engineering group, same test tracks, different labels for different price shelves. Here's what most buyers miss standing at the register. Falken supplies original equipment tires to Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi on selected models. Car makers only sign off after strict testing for wet braking, road noise, and tread life. That approval carries straight into the passenger lineup, the proof at the shelf. A Falken Sincera SN250 all-season in a common sedan size runs about $109 with a 75,000-mile treadwear warranty. A comparable Michelin or Bridgestone in the same size runs closer to $155. Same OEM-approved engineering, at almost a third off, sitting under a badge most shoppers scroll right past. One name left, and it's the biggest one on this entire list. Number 9. Firestone. Firestone is on every corner in America. Nearly every driver has seen the name 1,000 times. That familiarity is exactly why nobody thinks to ask who's actually building the tire. Bridgestone bought Firestone back in 1988 for $2.5 billion, making Firestone a full division of the world's largest tire manufacturer for more than 3 decades. Many Firestone passenger tires roll off the same North American production lines as Bridgestone's own lineup, using compounds developed inside Bridgestone's global research network. Here's the shelf math. The Firestone Champion Fuel Fighter in a common sedan size runs around $95. A comparable Bridgestone Ecopia, one shelf up, costs about $135. Same parent company, same factories, same core technology. The drivers who know this walk past the Bridgestone shelf and go straight to the Firestone one, world's largest tire maker, priced like a familiar old brand nobody bothers to check.